You are watching Stamping with Hart. My name is Melinda Hart. I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And today we are going to be working with a new bundle, new product. So even though the catalog and everything went live on Tuesday, this is my first opportunity to actually open up the catalog with all of you. I did do a poll to see which color penguin you guys liked. I was experimenting with colors and it was an overwhelming response for the Memento Tuxedo Black. So I was gonna do some stamping like this, and then I thought, you know what? I have this super cute punch here. Why don't we make our penguin glitter? So he is a black glitter penguin, and then you might notice here that the two little feet became two little hands holding a present. So we'll go ahead and we'll recreate that today. Yeah, so this is what we're going to be making. I'm so excited that I can actually open a catalog. So let me go through everything that we're going to be using on tonight's project. So here is the new mini catalog. I know many of you have actually been able to take a little deep dive into this and check everything out, but specifically this bundle is going to be on page 33 that we are working with here. So you can either just get the stamp set, just get the punch, or you can purchase it as a bundle and you can save 10% when you do that. This is actually a really nicely priced bundle too, so I just wanted to mention that. The other thing that I wanted to show you is the Sale-a-Bration brochure. So Stampin' Up! For the first time is doing this Sale-a-Bration from August to the end of September, which is wonderful. And they designed this designer series paper. It's called Penguin Playmates, that can actually match back to the bundle. And this is free with a $50 purchase. So whenever you spend $50 before tax, you will qualify for a Sale-a-Bration item, and you choose the item that you want out of this brochure. And this one coordinates beautifully. So I really loved this paper. I think everybody's really loving this paper. So I just wanted to go over that with you. Let's just go through the papers together. The one that we're going to be using on the card is this really pretty Fresh Freesia pattern here. So here are the colors that Stampin' Up! Used on the designer series paper that I just showed you. So they did this color coordination here. So the stamped images, there's a balloon that comes with this set. And then I actually have the coordinating cardstock just so that you can see how well that all coordinates. If you're relatively new to Stampin' Up! Or if you don't have all of the coordinating products yet, it really matches back beautifully. Our card base is the Fresh Freesia cardstock, and then we're also going to be using the Fresh Freesia ink. Our stamping is going to be really simple tonight, but I am going to be adding a little bit of Memento Tuxedo Black, a little bit of Fresh Freesia, and a little bit of Calypso Coral. So just wanted to let you know that, and if you wanted to know where the colors come from, I basically pulled it from the what the designers chose to use on that designer series paper. So we're going to have our little eyes, our beak, we'll have our happy birthday sentiment, but of course you have all these really fun options here that you could use. And then we're also going to be using our present. Okay, so there's the present here, and there are like two different types of presents and gift bags. We're going to be using this rectangular one here. I was thinking about using this on the inside, so we'll see if we do that or not. I did not do that on the first card, but that's okay. All right, so let me give you some card measurements here. I'm just going to grab my ruler. All right, for our card base, we're going to be doing the standard card size here, which is 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And again, that's the Fresh Freesia cardstock. All right, and then our layering pieces, let me see. Let's just do this together because I don't have everything right in front of me. So 3.5 by 3 3/4 for the designer series paper layer, and then the next layer is a 1/2 inch border there. So we're looking at 4 inches by 4 1/4. Okay, so let's get our trimmer and we'll do some cutting first, and then we'll do some punching. So I already have my card base done, so I don't need to redo that. Let me just put this here. And I did get started with my designer series paper layer. I just wanted to make sure when I cut this that I could see like each of the characters. But if you cover them up a little, it's okay. It's not a big deal. You're going to see some cuteness no matter where you are or wherever you position your layers. So this is already at 3 3/4. So on this side, we're going to go 3 1/2. Okay, and then we're going to get our black glitter paper. So the black glitter paper is a returning favorite in the new mini catalog. So it was available last year in the mini, and it's now available again. I absolutely love this paper. You can use it for more than just Halloween. I thought it would be perfect with the penguins, so that's what we're going to go with here. So we're going to do, let's see, 4 1/4 I said, I think. 4 1/4 by 4. All right, and then we're also going to do 2 more strips. So we're going to do a basic white strip, which is 1 inch by 3 3/4. So let me get that one going. So we'll do the 1 inch mark here. By 3 3/4. All right, and then we're going to do another piece of the black glitter paper, and this will be 1 1/2 by 3 3/4. Okay, save these. If you have these little scraps, whether they're from this year or last year, you save these because these will be perfect for your little penguins and the little hands, if you're going to do hands for your penguins. Okay, so we have our pieces. The other thing that we're going to use, and this is also new, this is the gingham ribbon. This is the black and white gingham ribbon. This is actually also available in the new mini catalog. We're going to be using this as an accent piece, and I forgot to measure this out, but I'm going to be generous with it. So let's say I'm going to do like probably this whole length, so about 17 1/2 inches. And then I'll just play with it. But once I get it down, once I get it like actually onto the project, if I can save or conserve any of that for you, I'll let you know. The sizing, that was the one thing when I was designing I forgot to measure. Okay, so we're going to use a piece of that as well. And then we can do some of our stamping and then we'll assemble. But let's punch out our little penguin pieces too. Okay. All right. So with punches, I always like to use the back just so that I can see what I'm punching, what I'm doing. So on this side, we're going to focus on getting our little penguin stamped, or punched, I should say. So this is pretty narrow, but let me see if I can get the whole thing. Yep. Looks like I'm cut off a little slightly here. So let's try this piece. We can save this for the little hands, but let's try this. This one's better, and you'll actually get a little hand out of it too. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Let me just pop that out. Okay, so our little penguin looks like he's about 1 3/4, and then to the edge of both of his little flippers there, it's 1 1/4. So you're going to want to have slightly bigger than that whenever you put your piece in. I'm going to do another piece for the hand, the other hand. All right, and just don't let me lose those. And then I'm going to grab a piece of basic white, and we're going to get that the body part. Okay, so here, just so that you can kind of see what I'm talking about, these two pieces. Okay, so here are these two pieces here. And this one's already stamped. I mean, yeah, stamped and punched. But we're going to punch this body over here. Okay. They're the cutest little thing. For the eyes, Memento Tuxedo Black. And then we're going to use Calypso Coral for his beak. And for positioning, I was just kind of going like right in the middle of the eyes, but just down slightly. So like just below. But I know that, you know, you can position that a bunch of different ways, but really, really simple stamping there. Okay, and then I decided for my little present, so let me show this to you. On the card, we actually stamp the present along the edges of the card here, and then we have a little present here. So we're going to do some stamping on the card base, and then we're going to stamp a little extra present. And what I wanted to say was, if your ink, because this is a newer ink pad, it's really well inked. So if that's the situation for you, just tap it very lightly so that you still see that this little ribbon design here on your stamp. Like, it got a little bit lost because it was the ink pad was so juicy. So I'm going to try to avoid that this time. All right, and so I'm going to stamp one more. This one, I am going to fussy cut this piece. So I lied a little. We're going to do a little fussy cutting. Okay. My Stampin' Snips are in the other room. I apologize. So I'm just going to cut this one out. This is the easy fussy cutting, just a simple rectangle. I still feel like that's a little bit too inky. Like, you're not seeing that defined white line, so I should probably restamp it, but it'll be okay for this card. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll start to build out our card. Oh, the other thing that I want to stamp is Happy Birthday. Now, you guys can let me know what your opinion is on this, if you feel like you can see that okay. I felt like this was a little bit light, so you could either use your Memento Tuxedo Black to stamp it if you want it to be a little more bold. I was thinking about doing Calypso Coral on this particular card to see if it stands out a little bit more. So let's see. We're going to just stamp it right up here in the corner. Let's see if this shows up any better. See, I feel like I can see that more. So you'll have to let me know what you think, but I think that that's just a little more easy to see. And then with this piece, we're actually going to take our ribbon and we're going to tie it around. So that's why I was a little more on the generous side with this. So I'm just going to tie this here. And you will have to work your ribbon a little. That's what I had to do. If you want to like wrap the full piece around, if you want to just, you know, cut it to the 3 3/4 length and not wrap it around, that's fine. But I just decided to wrap it. I thought it looked cuter. So the first thing I'm going to do is get a knot in there. I want to make sure it doesn't get too loose. And I want my bow to kind of be off to the side a little. And then we're going to tie just a little bow here. Isn't he cute? Oh my gosh. So if you have somebody who's like new to stamping, you know, and you want to really do like primarily this is perfect for Connor, perfect for kids because they don't have to do much stamping, just the eyes and the beak. And then this one's going to go up on dimensionals, but before I do, we're going to add his little hands and we're going to add his little present. Okay, so here I'm going to use a couple more glue dots. More adhesive that I found when I was organizing. Go figure. All right, so we're just gonna grab that. Let me just set that down for a second if it doesn't stick to me. There we go. I'm gonna put my present at like a little bit of an angle. I just thought it looked really cute that way. Okay. And then when you have him holding, I just matched up, oh look, I used the one with the little cut off wing. Well, that's okay. So I just sort of matched up with where his little flipper wing is, and that's where I put his hand. So it looks like he's holding on to the present. And then we'll do the other one. And same thing, so just gonna match it right up so that it looks like an extended arm almost. So these are the rhinestone basic jewels in the small one. There are 3 different sizes on that, I think. Okay, so here is our card. Isn't it cute? I love, love, love punches. I love bundles that have punches. I love the color palette they chose for this. And you can find my blog at stampingwithhart, HART.blogspot.com. So thank you so much for spending some time with me tonight. The other thing I wanted to mention before I get off of this live is that if you are a fan of Paper Pumpkin, if you are already subscribed, don't even worry about it. But if you're not and you're interested in signing up for the monthly subscription box, or you want to try a month, the deadline to sign up for the August kit is Tuesday, the 10th. So just make sure that you get signed up for that if you're not already. Thanks so much for watching.